I'm Ron, and I'm back again, you know already, with another Ron Sports Reviews. Tonight I'm going to review Toronto FC versus the Colorado Rapids. Toronto FC 3, Colorado 2. It was a dogfight. It was a good match. It was a goal frenzy. It was a good match, a dogfight, and Toronto finally fought to win a game for once this season, and against a Western Conference opponent, which we have not found a way to beat them. We normally draw them twice or lose to them, most of them. LA Galaxy, lost. Houston, lost. Portland, lost. Seattle, lost, but almost a draw. LAFC, probably going to be a loss next Saturday. I may make a tweet to, change, like somebody did for Norwich City and Man City. I may just kind of steal the tweet and then hope it works. We lost to Real Salt Lake, lost to Dallas, lost to San Jose, drew to Kansas City, beat Minnesota. We beat Minnesota. Yeah, and we beat Colorado, and we have LAFC coming up. Rest of them, I don't want to talk about. Let's get to this. 9th minute. Tsubasa Endo gets a ball centered to him from Josie Altidore. Great pass. Tsubasa Endo scores 1-0 TFC. Then in the 13th minute, Josie Altidore gets pulled down in the box, but the behind of his shirt is pulled down for a penalty. Pozuelo takes it, the second Panenka of the season, and his 4th penalty out of 5 scored. Gives us a 2-0 lead. Then in the 31st minute, close to the half, Rosenberry gets a pass to him. He has it, he passes it, he gets it back. And he just strikes it, and Westberg can't get to it. It's 2-1. Then in the 62nd minute, I'll talk about that later. 62nd minute, Diego Rubio gets a cross. It falls to him. Westberg, he slides it in, taps it in. Westberg is basically stuck. He can't really move, even though it gets like this close to his hand. 2-2. But in the 70th minute, Jonathan Osorio scores off a centering pass from Erickson Gallardo. Erickson Gallardo's first assist this season in the MLS. He's a pace merchant, nothing else. Jonathan Osorio scores, and he's back, baby. Ever since he left for that international break, he's been on fire. He's back, and we need him because we're going to the playoffs. Basically, this win kind of confirmed that, and then the losses from Orlando and Montreal confirmed it. We're probably going to the playoffs. I don't know where, but that's what these last couple of weeks are. But we're in the playoffs. One more win or even a draw, depending on the points, we'll hit our magic number. We're in. I don't think we're going to fuck up that or screw up that bad. But, yeah, Oso's back, and we need all hands on deck. So I'm happy he's finally back to his old self of last year. So Toronto wins 3-2. Let me talk about their play. I think the first 30 minutes, first 25 minutes were great. They were great. Oh, and yeah. Well, I'll talk about the penalty. But I'll save the penalty. But their play was great. Pozuelo, Altidore, Benazet, Endo, Osorio, Gallardo, everybody on the pitch played with a sense of, we have to get this done. We have to fight for each other. The true all-for-one sense. And we did what we had to do. It's perfect. This is exactly what we needed. A big winning streak. And by the way, we're at a 9-game unbeaten, or not a winning streak, unbeaten streak. We're at a 9-game unbeaten streak. This is the longest, our longest unbeaten streak has matched our longest point or winless streak. Which is probably a good thing considering that winless streak didn't do us no favors, but having a unbeaten streak as long as your longest winless streak is probably a good thing. And we can equal that or make it up 1 game over that 9 if we beat or draw Montreal on Wednesday, and hopefully maybe we can even take it to 11. Take it to 11 against LAFC. And even in the league, if we draw or win our last 4, we will get over that 9, I think. Because, yeah, that doesn't account for the 4 Canadian Championship matches, but we could. 3 of them at least, but you know what it is. But the play was great. They all worked together. They fought for it together, and that's all that matters. I loved the play today, and for the first time in over a year, since April of 2018, Toronto FC saved a penalty. They gave it away because Westberg made the tackle. Kamara went up, took the pen, missed. Well, Westberg saved it, but that was perfect. I don't count the Atlanta one. That was a miss, but that was a beautiful miss. But here's the thing. I love how this team is starting to be like, you know what? We can do this. We're getting our stuff together. We're going to do this. And we will. And I love it. I love it. Now, I don't want Greg Vanney to keep his job because I don't want any more of this will we or won't we BS. I want them to go out on a high and him to leave and we get somebody who's good enough to not leave us into this situation like, oh yeah, you have to peak at the end. I want ultimate domination like 2017. But that's just what it is. So, if I were Colorado, if I were the Colorado Rapids, I have not done that. If I were you, and I have not done this in a while, but I feel like I need to, I think with Robin Fraser, you're going to be a good club sooner rather than later. You played well. You gave us a challenge. After going 2-0 down, I thought you were going to turtle. Well, not really, but I didn't know if you would come back like you did, but you did. And you gave us a big challenge that we probably needed. It's a reality check going into LAFC. And the good thing about LA, I won't talk about this till later. But you played us with some fight that you haven't shown until you got Robin Fraser. And I like that he's your manager, and he's a damn good manager. And I wish we kept him and told Vanney to screw off to Colorado, but I don't really want to wish that on you either. But we kind of screwed up letting Fraser go, I think. Because we can't get our main targets, or the ones I think are good enough. And we end up getting Robbo, Toronto, I'm going to be angry. Should have kept Fraser. I know it's going to bite us. If I were you, be happy, Colorado. You've got good days coming ahead. Josie, the Josie tackle. I don't like it. I don't like what he was doing. It was dirty. It was a shoulder tackle. It was a WWE-style shoulder tackle. He was acting like he was Khabib Nurmagomedov mixed with John Cena. What was that, Josie? What was that? That was dirty. I'm surprised he didn't get sent off. That was like the most... I mean, I know he does dumb things. Like kicking out on a New York player the last year, and then we lost that game. And multiple things he's been in Toronto, and he probably did it at AZ Alkmaar, at Hull, at Sunderland. He's done this everywhere. He's probably done it even with a U.S. shirt on. So, what is it with Josie? Has he not matured, or is he just a little bit of a... I don't know what it is. That's what it is. So, but speaking of him, he's the man of the match because he had great passes, great runs, great offense, great, I won't say defense because that's where the card came from, but yeah, man of the match. He did everything right except score. And I think him not scoring was karma for the tackle, but I think for what he did, he's man of the match. So, now I'm going to talk about the United Front, considering this was the day that they had their big protests, their silent protests, showing their banners, the capture the flag thing. I'm going to talk about it. I agree with what the United Front is doing. I agree. The MLS is making a horrible mistake trying to run these fans off. Tell them not to have these United Front banners, United Front shirts, flags, tifos, 2 sticks, whatever you... Sing Ciao Bella. No. What MLS is doing is completely and utterly wrong. It is. Just it is. The thing with the United Front is this. They have freedom of speech. They could say whatever they want. Just because you don't want the game to be political to please everybody who goes there or your sponsors or whatever it is. And that's just not right. And then the fact you could say no fascism, no racism in the words on a flag, but you can't show the iron front is pretty stupid as well. But the thing is this. If you say soccer for all, that means everybody. If you want everybody to be at a football match, a soccer match, why are you telling these fans, these ultras, because let's be honest, what ultras do is chant their heads off and make sometimes political statements. That's what the ultras culture is. You're telling them they can't exercise their right of free speech because you're scared of the optics, you're scared of scaring off other fans, and you're scared of scaring off your promoters and sponsors. Here's the thing. If you're going to say soccer for all, you damn well should mean everybody. Just not the in vogue groups. Like, when you say soccer for all, you shouldn't just mean the LGBTQ or any color or different types of races or different races or whatever. Soccer for all should mean football for every person, color, creed, sexuality, gender, whatever you want it to be. Whatever you think, whatever you are, you should be able to come to a football match and stand with the supporters and chant for your side, for your club. If you say soccer for all, that's what you should mean. But now you're telling these fans to go away and stop bringing up these banners because it ruins your image. But if you look at that, you're being hypocritical. So you're telling me may not be perfect, but so you're telling me this is not okay. You're telling me this is not okay. But you'll let you support other things that are political. But this is not okay. You put out military appreciation training kits, but this is not okay. All right. No, I don't get it. And you could also say what this means in words on a TIFO, but if you put this on a TIFO, the Iron Front, you're gonna get banned. What is it here? What is it here? Explain to me what you're doing, Dollars Don Garber. I never liked you, and I never liked the MLS front office, but come on, man. This is a new low, even for you. And you're probably worse than Gary Bettman if we have to be serious. This is a new low even for you. Come on. The Iron Front, I know it's backwards, but it's a YouTube video. I drew it the right direction. It's a YouTube video. Just making sure. Because I'm a libertarian, so first, you don't even want me near your movement. Second of all, the YouTube video makes it look like it's the wrong direction, so I'm just covering all my bases here. But I stand in solidarity with Iron Front, the United Front. Why? Because I'm a football fan. Everybody who supports this is a football fan. And I support my fellow football fans, whether they're Sounders fans, LAFC fans, whether they're Galaxy fans, whether they're Toronto fans, whether they're even Montreal fans. If they fly this, I agree with them. You remember their message they made about the Lukaku thing? I agreed with that. And I don't like Montreal, but I agreed with their message. I agree with 1642's message. If you fly this, you're definitely a football supporter. But I agree with you. And I'm sorry that this video is getting a little bit longer, but the Toronto part is 10 minutes. This is a little bit longer. Don't get mad. If you don't want to listen to it, don't listen to it. Well, if you get to this, you are. But you know what I'm saying. But this, when you fly this, you are a football fan. If you're a football fan flying this, I support you. I stand by you. I may be a libertarian. You may not want me to stand by you, but I'm standing by you because football is for everybody. Yes, soccer for all. But you should allow people to fly the Iron Front. Wear the Iron Front. Simple as. And don't let, because that's what, the problem with this is this is exactly what ultras groups do. What do English leagues hate more than anything? Ultras groups. Why? Because they want the kids to not see the flares or see the flags, and they'll be like, oh, I want to be an ultra. They want the kids to be stupid. They want the kids to be a normal old football fan sitting on the bottoms of their hand, putting their hands under their bottoms and just sitting there eating popcorn. Well, you can't do that when you have your hands under your butt, but you know what I'm saying. hands under your ass, but you got my point, do you? My kids will be ultras. My kids will be inebriati, at least in name only, like I am. They will be ultras. They will be Toronto Football Club fans. And if you don't like that, Don Garber, you could stick it straight up where the sun don't shine. And if they fly the Iron Front, I will not be disappointed in them. Just like I'll stand in solidarity with the Iron Front, with the United Front. I will stand in solidarity with them, and I will support their movement to have free speech at football matches, and so they could fight anti-fascism the way they want to fight anti-fascism. Fair enough. So Don Garber, let the Iron Front fly. If you want to save your butt and you want your league to keep growing and stay alive, because this is something that could kill your league, man. I know you're a scumbag, but look at the bottom line. A lot of the fans who are fans of this league will fly this. The Iron Front. Fam, you better allow it, because if you don't, this league, it's not going to last very long. They're either going to, or you're not going to last in this league for much longer. Allow fans to fly the Iron Front. Allow teams to fly it. Because if you can say it in words on a tifo, you better be able to put the logo. That's a little bit weird too. So yes, soccer for all. Everybody, every color, every sex, every creed, every sexuality, everything, everybody. Football's for everybody, not just the elites. So if you say soccer for all, you better mean it. I support the United Front. I support the Iron Front. Kudos to all of you who have supported it. And Emerald City supporters, I love what you did today, walking out of the match because they were trying to stop you from flying the United Front. I respect you. I may be a Toronto fan and I may hate the Sounders for what they've done to us, even though we got some revenge. But I respect you, Emerald City supporters. And if I ever come to Seattle for a non-Toronto Sounders match, like a Sounders match that's nobody, not Toronto, if it's Montreal, Toronto, Seattle, I'll definitely come to your bar and I'll definitely drink to you. I support y'all. I support y'all. So, thank you for watching. If you like this video, like it, share, subscribe, comment. You know what it is. Tell all your friends. Toronto's probably in the playoffs. And support the United Front. I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace.